welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make BakKwa, which is a Chinese dried sweet meat. It's something that I used to have when I was a child, and unluckily enough my mother still makes it, and so I get to still eat it. It's naughty but very, very nice. So ideal for picnics, buffets. You can snip it up into little bits and use it to nibble on. It's a really nice little treat, and of course being made from Oxford sandy black pork, what more can you ask for? So let's have a look and see how the ingredients all come together. So for the ingredients we have got an array of things. So we will use rice wine, which we will use 2 tablespoons of rice wine. We will use a tablespoon of dark soy sauce. We will use 1 tablespoon of the fish sauce. We will use 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. We will use half a teaspoon of white pepper and half a teaspoon of 5 spice. And then we will also use about 60 grams of sugar, granulated normal white sugar. And then of course we've got our lump of pork. So this is a nice bit of belly that I'm going to use. It's got a nice quite bit of fat on here. I'm going to take the skin off. I'm going to chop it up into chunks and then put it in the blender. Now that I've removed the skin, I'm just going to chop it up randomly, just so it goes into the mixer quite nicely. Right, so there's all the pork, and now we're going to go and take it over and put it in the mixer. Okay, so we put the pork in. Then we will add all of our ingredients. So that's all 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. And then we have 2 tablespoons of rice wine. Two tablespoons rice wine, 1 tablespoon of the dark soy sauce, one tablespoon of fish sauce, and then we have the the white pepper and 5 spice. So it's the 5 spice, pop it in there, spread it around, and then the white pepper, spread that around. So that's lovely. And then just for the touch, you can actually add a little bit of red food colouring. That's only just because you can use red bean curd, which brings out the red flavour, but with all the soy sauce and what have you, it should be all right. But I just like to add it in for a little bit of colour. Then you stick your blender on. So there you go, transfer all the meat. It looks like a pate sort of consistency. So once you transferred it into a bowl, cover it up and then put it in the fridge for 2 or 3 hours, or you can actually put it in for overnight, which would be nice. Put it in the fridge and we'll come back and then we'll roll it out and put it in the oven.
If you liked this cook-along video, please subscribe to our channel where you can find many recipes and cook-along videos with OSB pork. Or for more inspiration, why not consider purchasing a copy of our OSB pork dedicated cookbook, Porkalicious, which can be found in our website shop.
So I've taken out the pork and it's been in the fridge for about 3.5 hours. So now I'm going to get some nice square sheet of greaseproof paper, which is the size of the tray that I'm going to place it on. So you scoop some of the mixture on and just place it on there. And then what we're going to do is get some cling film to put on top of it, and then we're going to roll it out so it spreads evenly around the sheet. We want it to be about 2 mil thick, basically. So it's thinnish, so it's got like a little crunchy taste, a little bit chewy. So in effect, it's like a pork jerky, which is really delicious. Okay, so I think just put it over the top like that. Get yourself a rolling pin and just roll. Hopefully you get it to fit in the tin, make it squarish. Sort of like getting there. If worst comes back with cling film, just make it into a square bit so it's all nice even edges. A little more rolling, got it nice and squarish. Then you lift that off, discard, put the tray. And there it is. Now we pop it in the oven for at 120 degrees for 15 minutes. So now with a pizza cutter, I'm just going to cut some squares or oblongs, however you want, what shapes you want to finish off with. Okay. Now it's going to go back in the oven with the oven temperature turned up to 220 degrees for 5 minutes, and then it comes out. So they've come out after 5 minutes, so I'm now starting to turn them over. I have to be a little bit gentle with the edgy ones because they tend to stick at the side. And watch your fingers because it is jolly hot. Rather delicious. Okay, so there we have it. That's them all turned over and now back in the oven for another 5 minutes, and then they'll be ready. So here we have the final 5 minutes. They're out, and this is what we call BakKwa, or sweet meat, or pork jerky, which it definitely has a good consistency. You can keep this in the fridge for 3 to 4 days. It's best to eat when it's cool, and it does taste good. In fact, it's very good. So thank you so much for watching, and please join us on our YouTube channel, Oxford and Sandy Black Pig Group, where you can see a variety of wonderful cook-alongs and other educational programs. But for me, goodbye.